Hey guys, this is Jared with Express Screen, and I've talked to a lot of customers here in the last 2 weeks or so that are having issues with either getting tension or keeping tension in their screens. And I've done a couple of like verbiage tips, as far as for what I call them, that kind of give you the idea of how to make a better screen, but I figured it might be a good idea to show it to you. So for those that don't know, the screen that I'm going to talk specifically about today is going to be our black frame. That is the one that is consisted of the wooden frame, whatever size, as well as the metal black frame, the front and back, and 3 clamps. So specifically I would be talking about the GOCCOPRO 100 and the ScreenMaker 1000. So first off, on the GOCCOPRO 100, the foam tape that we have out, if you're not familiar with it, GOCCOPRO customers, the foam tape, it's actually like a foam mounting tape, and it gives you an extra thickness, and as you can see in the video there, it actually causes the frame to kind of bow a little bit. And so when I actually put this all together, you're going to get a really tight screen just based off of that. Okay, for the ScreenMaker frame, which I have one made behind me back here, that one I have used our super sticky tape, which both GOCCOPRO and ScreenMaker customers can use the super sticky tape. It's actually this one right here. It's 1 inch by 36 yards, and it's a very sticky, clear double stick tape. Now with the ScreenMaker 1000, which I'll show you this screen here, with this screen, see, it's a good and tight screen. The problem is this material the backing will come off after you peel that mesh material from the wooden frame. So you will have to retape with the ScreenMaker, and with the super sticky tape you also may have to retape some with the GOCCOPRO 100, depending on how long the screen has been put together. So but as you can see, with that mounting tape, it gives you a really tight screen. It'll also maintain that tension for very long. The other thing to help to maintain tension would be just your clamps in general. As you can see, these were pretty tight as far as to get them on there, whereas with this screen that doesn't have any of the mounting tape or anything, they're very easy to come off because these are probably a little bit stretched out. And so I've done a tip about putting your clamps into a vise. What I mean is that this area here will open up over time from the tension of the screen, and so by putting this into a pipe vise or some sort of a clamping mechanism that will clamp the entire clamp at once, you can close that clamp down, and that will just give you even better tension. It'll also be able to make sure that your clamps will try to stay on the frame, because I know probably like you guys, I've taken a frame just like this, and it'll just pull the frame out from under you. So so tighten the clamps is another thing. The tape, if you're not a fan of the super sticky tape, we do have just the regular. It's just a double face inch and 1/8 width. It's the exact same stuff that comes on the wooden frames when you receive them. So if you want to just retape your frames, you can do that, and the extra thickness that you're adding to the frames isn't going to hurt you, as you can see with the mounting tape with the GOCCOPRO. The mounting tape can be used for the ScreenMaker 1000. The big issue there again is the backing coming off, and so you'd have to retape, and you get pretty thick with the mounting tape pretty quickly. So last thing that I want to talk about as far as tension in screens, or what can be a culprit of loss of tension in screens, is the gasket material. On the inside of these black frames, on the one that has the lip on it, there's actually a black gasket foam material that is applied to the inside of the frame. And as you can see with this one, possibly in the video, that this one is very, very worn out. It's very flat. And so we also have just the gasket material roll itself. And so you can actually take this gasket material, pull it off the roll, and put gasket over. Now, some people will choose to try to scrape this off. It's very difficult. That's from personal experience. Or you may, depending on how flat your gasket material has become, you may actually just put it over it. And again, like with the foam tape, the extra thickness of the gasket will help you with tension. So these are just a few little quick, tricks that I've done over the that I figured out over the years, and hopefully you can apply them in your shop. If you've got questions, give me a shout. It's 800-597-9530. Thanks, and have a great Tuesday, guys.